Hero's farewell for a fallen Logansport Marine.
Corporal Humberto Sanchez, also known to his friends as Bert, lost his life in the bombing outside the airport in Kabul last month. He was just 22 and a graduate of Logansport High School. Those at the service today shared that he committed his life to something that was greater than himself.
Bert's journey around the world began that day when he raised his right hand and took an oath to carry out the plan of the day, no matter where, no matter how dangerous. And like so many of our brave volunteer service members, he didn't know if he'd ever return to take his siblings shopping again. But he knew what he signed up for, and it did not deter him. And those who knew him and who raised him couldn't have been prouder.
But Corporal Sanchez didn't run. He was determined to get the kids out of the gate. And he stayed at his post. No one will ever say it better than his mother did. In those final moments of his life, it was a work of art. Doing everything he could to get those kids out of harm's way.
The joy he brought into life was so immense, so much so that you can tangibly feel emptiness when he was missing. If he wasn't in the classroom that day or didn't show up at the event, you could sense it. You wanted him around. Whether it was a quinceañera or a cookout, a classroom or Christmas Eve, because if Abiel was around, you could be sure that your mood would be lightened and you'd leave with a smile on your face. It's a gap he filled in our lives that we celebrate, and one that we will terribly miss.
And there was a big turnout in Logansport today to honor Corporal Sanchez.
Rich and I went there today, and now he shares how so many in the community paid their respects, from the procession all the way to that service at the graveside.
Hundreds of people on motorcycles led the funeral procession through Logansport. Hundreds more lined the streets to pay their final respects to Marine Corporal Humberto Sanchez.
I think it's always important that we back our service people. They put out their whole life on the line, and I think it's great that they're doing this for him, and I'm proud to be here too.
From Lifegate Church, the procession drove through town, passing under a garrison flag. The procession paused there just before the body of Corporal Sanchez crossed the Wabash River, with a salute from local first responders. Jeff DuBois and his wife Jamie watched from the bridge.
That's just the way this town is. They recognize someone's service, and he gave his life, so that's just a small token from all of us.
At the cemetery, a horse-drawn caisson brought the flag-draped casket to the graveside service. Family and friends surrounded Corporal Sanchez one last time.
We commit his remains to their final resting place, earth to earth, ashes to ashes.
It breaks my heart. It's just such a good turnout, though. I mean, everybody ought to respect all of our servicemen, no matter who they are or what they are. I mean, everybody come together, and that was awesome. It ought to be like this all the time, not just for a funeral.
Corporal Humberto Sanchez returns to his hometown and his final resting place here at Mount Hope Cemetery. He was an athlete, an artist, a son, a Marine, a hero.